Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Right now, coming to the ring is Alberto Del Rio, one of the new superstars here in WEDF. Made an impact last Raw by injuring, or I guess further injuring, Rey Mysterio.
That's correct. Further injuring Rey Mysterio is the correct term. Reason being for that, ladies and gentlemen, Rey Mysterio revealed on Raw that after his grueling triple threat match involving Matt Hardy and Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship, his kneecap had been broken from a chair shot that Edge had done to his knee, and Alberto Del Rio went on to further injure Rey Mysterio with that rolling cross arm breaker. It's unclear whether or not if Rey Mysterio will be back anytime soon, but all we know is that Alberto Del Rio is here, and the man, he exudes perfection. Let's put it like that.
This guy is the equivalent of, actually, I think he's a descendant of Mexican royalty.
That is correct. Bloodline of kings.
Yeah, I mean,
natural-born millionaire.
You can see Tony Chimmel being forced to let him in, not let him speak. There he is. I mean, that's what he believes in. Wait a minute. Chavo Guerrero coming to the ring. I'm not sure what he has to say to Del Rio.
Are you serious right now?
Well, what?
I don't know why Chavo is out here, to be honest.
Well, no, that's what I'm telling you. I don't know what he's doing out here, what he has to say. But we're going to find out right now.
And by saying I don't know why, I just mean I don't care. Get him the fuck off my television. Eddie is a million times better than this overrated piece of shit. He should go back to being Jack Swagger's Soaring Eagle and getting the fuck out of my ring.
Come on, Chavo Guerrero is part of a legendary wrestling family, and
does anybody care about him? Does anybody care?
I do. And Del Rio, he feels disrespected by Del Rio, and well, that doesn't stop Del Rio from attacking him.
Hey, you hate Daniel Bryan, I hate Chavo Guerrero. I just don't see anything in the guy. I'm sorry. I don't see anything in Chavo Guerrero, just like you don't see anything in Daniel Bryan.
I mean, it's not like I love the guy. I see your point, definitely, and I think that Del Rio making an impact at the cost of Chavo Guerrero is something that, you know, can really help the guy.
He's lucky he didn't get rolling cross arm breakered right now. He's not worth it. He's definitely not worth it. No. But I would much rather have him lock it in and break his arm for good.
What Del Rio said was that he was going to take his time with Chavo. This is definitely not over between the two. But right now, we are on to the exciting main event for the evening. Fatal 4-way battle royal between Goldberg, Danny Jackpot, Kurt Angle, John Cena. The winner will be the #1 contender for Christian's World Heavyweight Championship.
First off, we see Danny Jackpot coming out, one of the new draftees coming over from Raw to Smackdown. The reason Danny Jackpot is on Smackdown to begin with is none other than Kurt Angle winning a draft match against none other than Kofi Kingston. And well, we gotta say it's a bad taste of karma for Kurt Angle, because now not only is Kurt on the same brand with Danny, Danny is back in the world title hunt with him.
That's right. You know, Kurt Angle's one goal during WrestleMania and at WrestleMania was to end this streak of Danny Jackpot and to just remove him from everything that is associated with Kurt Angle. And when he won that match, unfortunately for Kurt Angle, that allowed Danny Jackpot to not just come to SmackDown with him, but to be inserted into this world title picture. I mean, he's just as capable of winning this match as anybody else. He's a former WEDF champion. He is a multiple-time world champion. He is one of the most decorated superstars out of all of the competitors in the ring tonight. And so he has just as much of a chance as anybody else to win this match.
Danny Jackpot is also one of the men closest to completing the prestigious WEDF Grand Slam Championship. But there you see the man who beat Danny Jackpot at WrestleMania in a submission match, Kurt Angle. Now I gotta say, I don't know anybody who will defend Kurt Angle at this point, but I gotta say, what this man has done to get himself back in the world title picture, taking out a man who he believes has robbed him of all of his glory, beating him on the biggest stage of them all in his own signature match, and getting back in the world title picture just like that. You have to give Kurt Angle credit for that.
I definitely give Kurt Angle credit, because when it comes to getting what you want, you have to do what you have to do. For Kurt Angle, that was aligning himself with the boss, Vince McMahon. For us, that was aligning ourselves with Vicky Guerrero. And coming here to SmackDown, you know, you have to do what you have to do, regardless of who you step on. It's either do that or be stepped on.
Not in any case, they're gonna have everybody in here is gonna have a big test against a man like Goldberg. Again, I've mentioned this time and time again. Goldberg is a man who went almost 200 matches undefeated in WCW. This man is definitely a war machine of his own creation. There is barely anyone who can match up to the intensity, the power, the tenacity that Goldberg brings to the table in the WEDF.
Goldberg is that perfect example of just pure size, as you mentioned, and you know, the question is he going to keep is he going to be able to keep his mind focused on winning this entire match and not just on John Cena, who he claims is next? I mean, when Goldberg says you're next, you know, that's not a good place to be. But right now, Goldberg can't just worry about John Cena. He has to worry about all three of his competitors tonight, so that he may, so he can get his chance to go and compete for that World Heavyweight Championship.
This is elimination rules applying as well, so we will find out for sure who will go on to face Christian without a shadow of a doubt.
That's right. You have to make sure that all three of the people you face get eliminated in some way, shape, or form, while at the same time keeping yourself in this match. And right now, here comes the man who was inches away from becoming the WEDF champion again, close to bringing it to SmackDown. If it weren't for Goldberg, here comes John Cena.
John Cena, the former WEDF champion. I believe he's the only two-time WEDF champion at that. And I gotta say, despite what you may think about John Cena, there is one thing you cannot deny about John Cena, and is that John Cena is one of the hardest workers in WEDF and in professional wrestling today.
Look, his t-shirt said it all. It said never give up, and that has been his mentality since the day that he walked in, since he began training for professional wrestling, and that mentality has worked for him to this point, and I don't see any reason why it wouldn't tonight.
His motto is to never back down and never quit. Give it 100%. All you got into a match. Cena lives and dies by that motto.
Going for a quick pin on Goldberg. Very
interesting thing I see right here just from the first look of this match. Cena and Goldberg, Angle and Jackpot, all of these men are together fighting in their own heated rivalries together. It's in a big melting pot getting mixed up right here tonight in this four-way match.
Look, in this match there are no friends. No matter what you think, you have to be in this match for yourself only. Because if you think for 1 second that somebody has your back, that could be the moment that you...
Wait a minute, Danny Jackpot with the cash out on John Cena.
Oh, this could be the end.
1, 2...
No, he kicks out. Kurt Angle working on Goldberg.
Angle and Goldberg, all four of these men, I've got to say, all four of these men deserve to be the world champion in WEDF. All four of these men will provide an interesting challenge for Christian, but only one of these men will get the honor. Who will go on to face Christian next week for the World Heavyweight Championship, ladies and gentlemen? You better stay tuned, and you better find out who it is after this commercial break. Also, fuck Chavo Guerrero.
And fuck Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, give me a second.